What is up, guys? KFC back, finally back in Maine for another war recap video. This one coming in our most recent war against Magyar. 53 to 40, the final in this one. Just going to kind of give a quick scroll here. Not a lot of high-level attacks by them. I think 2 threes on our Town Hall 9s, and then on our side, 2-starred, a couple of 10s, a couple of Town Hall 10 triples here by Son of Jay and Tread Easy. I think we also got a third, so 3 Town Hall 10 triples out of 7, and then everything else was 2 stars. That's fantastic. Unfortunately, left a Town Hall 9 up. Now the Onyx account was in war and not active. I just needed it for numbers, so possibly that base would have gone down had everyone been able to attack, and then left another Town Hall 9 up here as well. So not the best war. 56 obviously would have been a good target number for us, but anytime you launch some Town Hall 10 triples, that's always going to be a good thing. So going to go ahead and watch some of these Town Hall 10 triples, and then we will call that a war recap video. So going to go ahead and watch Tread Easy here, taking out base 3, max defense, Town Hall 10. You can see by the timer at the bottom, he takes this base out with about 10 seconds or so to spare, bringing his Valk army that he's been using, and notice he only has level 4 Valks as well. So taking out these bases before he even gets his max level Valks here. I was going to do kind of an AQ walk on one side, and then kind of enter and smash face with the Valks on the other side. One thing I do like about Tread Easy's army composition is spell composition, is that he always brings that one kind of max level Earthquake, and that max level Earthquake just kind of softens up kind of a big core area like this. You can drop that Earthquake and soften up both Infernos, the Town Hall, the Expo, maybe even the Clan Castle, depending on how you place it. So I'll be really interested to see kind of where he uses it here. Let's go ahead and scroll out, get a high-level overview of kind of this whole base, and then let's watch Tread Easy take this base out. Tread Easy, I believe, is going to start from the left over here with his AQ walk, indeed. So AQ walk's going to go down here around 8 o'clock. Going to take out some of these trash buildings here before it steps up and takes out the arch tower. And then after that, that AQ walk really doesn't have anything coming in at it. So he does go ahead and use that Earthquake there in the core to kind of soften everything up to the Expo. So the AQ is going to kind of walk down here, take out this part of the base, and he's already creating a funnel up here, so you can kind of see what entry angle he's going to come in with the Valks here. So the AQ really doesn't have to worry about anything. She is unfortunately going to bust through a wall. I'm not sure if he planned for that to happen or not, but up she steps, going to get the Clan Castle pulled, and she's got an Expo and an Arch Tower locked on her, so I assume we're going to see a Rage spell here pretty soon from him. So AQ taking a lot of damage, on the verge of going down, pops the ability, so just saves the Rage spell. I think he wants to save his Rage spells for his Valks, but the CC, it looks like, does go down completely. And so now that that Expo that was originally locked onto the Arch Queen is now no longer locked onto her, so that kind of greatly helps. In come the Valks, nice freeze there on the Wizard Towers and both Inferno Towers, and those Valks get in there and they absolutely take out that entire core. So the one Inferno is going to get a few shots off, but ultimately goes down pretty quick. Valks just makes such short work of that core. That Queen is still up. She's basically cleaning the left side of the base. He still has his King's ability over here. Unfortunately, the King is out in front of the Golem at this point, but is going to step out to the side. That'll allow the Golem to start doing some tanking, and then the Queen is going to queen this left side, and then everything's going to kind of converge at some point down here. But look at how much time. It basically took him a minute to absolutely wreck that core. So he's got, looks like, 1, 2, 3 pieces of point defense to go. So nothing is going to stop him other than time at this point. He knows that. Let's go ahead and see when he times his BK ability. Obviously, he wants to use it in a time, maybe like right now, as the BK starts beating through that wall, would be a good time to use the ability, kind of punch him through that skull wall there. Not yet. I missed the fact that he had a Hog, waits very patiently for that Golem to start doing some tanking, and that Hog is going to pick off that Archer Tower. Still has his BK's ability in the bag. There it goes. Now he finally uses it. He's going to bust through that intersection and start running around doing some more cleanup here. Queen is down at the bottom of the map, also doing some cleanup. So just a very overpowered, I don't want to say overpowered, a very, it's not a controlled AQ walk Laloon. It's kind of just throw everything into the core and kind of cross your fingers. In a certain way. I think when we see AQ walk Laloons at Town Hall 10, usually by the time the air portion starts, we know how the attack is going. With this attack, it's kind of hard to know until the core is kind of hollowed out if the attack is doing what it's supposed to be doing. So nice attack by Tread Easy, taking that base out with level 4 Valks. I'm sure he's excited to get those level 5 Valks. Pretty sure all of our Town Hall 10 triples came with Valkyries as the primary attack strategy here. As you can see here, Son of J looks like he just barely nixed his base, 3 minutes and 6 seconds on the clock. Also bringing kind of looks like the same exact army composition by and large that Tredeasy brought. I think he's bringing an extra golem. Let's go ahead and see kind of how he takes his base out. Also bringing that that earthquake that I was talking about with Tredeasy. Let's go ahead and see kind of how he takes his base out. I think he also starts on the left with his AQ walk as well. So there goes the AQ there. Has some healers on her. She's going to have to work through a lot of storages here. So I assume what we're going to see is we're going to see very similar to Tredeasy, a very short walk. I think the queen is just always going to be away from the rest of the action in terms of when the golems and the Valks kind of go down. I believe I watched this replay. Son of J enters from down here with his Valk portion. So that queen's going to push herself up and is going to kind of take out kind of all these. You see the layout of everything up top. He really does only encounter basically one piece of point defense at a time. A little early there on those hogs, but I think that was just to get the clan castle pulled out. Down goes the poison spell to kind of get that dragon. There is a witch in there too, so that's going to be a little unfortunate. He's already used one rage spell on his Archer Queen walk, and he still has the ability in the bag and is able to save that, so that's fantastic. So at this point, we're about a minute into the attack, and he hasn't started the Valk portion yet, but we saw how quickly the Valks can absolutely destroy a core. So I assume now is when we're going to see, now that the clan castle's down, now would be a good time to see the Valk kind of start kind of down here. But he's going to wait a little bit more patiently, so maybe a piece of feedback that I can give as I'm watching this attack is that I think the Valk should have already been going. There's really nothing he's going to encounter over here that's super important. He's not waiting for his queen to take out the enemy queen. Indeed, down go the golems to do some tanking, and he's actually going to use his Valkyries to create his funnel. No wizards needed, and the wall breakers are going to kind of let the ball in here. Down goes the clan castle, which has 4 max Valks in it, a nice early rage spell, and a jump. He's going to put him into the core. Nice freeze there. Probably could have been backed up a little bit more to nab that Tesla, but wanted to get it down super early, and those Valks, as I said, make really, really quick work of that core. As you can see, the queen up here, she's never been in danger. We always knew that she was going to be fine, and so down here, the Valks are kind of getting going here. Good place to drop an archer. Boom, he does right at the end of the ring. So I would have preferred to see a goblin there, just because I think it looks like he planned that was going to be kind of the cut point where he was going to drop some stuff there. So I think a goblin could have easily kind of destroyed all those gold mines in the time that it's going to take that archer to kind of get through one. A little bit of a late earthquake there. Didn't start off with a quake. So a little bit of definitely a very good attack. But just a couple of small things that could kind of be improved here. Does pop his King's ability, unfortunately, onto a giant bomb, so going to lose those barbs there. And now we start to see all these little tiny mistakes are just starting to pile up in terms of making the attack a little bit closer. Luckily, he's got a few Valkyries kind of over there in the core area left that was able to do some cleanup. And then it looks like his king is going to kind of walk down here, take out these 4 buildings, and the queen is going to be responsible for the rest of these buildings up here. So we'll kind of fast forward at this point. It's just a race against the clock, and he's going to nab this one, maybe with a second or so left to nab his, I believe this might be Son of J's first Town Hall 10 triple, so congratulations if that was your first. 87 defensive weight Town Hall 10, absolutely taken out by Son of J with 36 heroes and level 4 Valks. So when we get level 5 Valks, 3-star Town Hall 10 is certainly going to be the expectation on my end for sure. Let's go ahead and watch Tredeasy take out this very compact base, bringing a very similar army composition to the one that he brought in his first attack. A little bit lower level, I think those are level 1, maybe level 2 Inferno Towers here. The rest of the defenses look mostly Town Hall 9 level. They got Town Hall 9 level Archer Towers and Cannons and Mortars. And level 3 Expos, so a little bit lower base, and he's got 44 heroes, so I think we all know where this one is going already. Going to go ahead and start his AQ walk down there at 6 o'clock. I'm going to kind of just take out a little portion of the base, and there's definitely a theme that I've been seeing with these AQ walks, just in terms of they're not really walks the way that we've been thinking about them at Town Hall 9. It really just is a way to kind of get your queen to clean up a big portion of the base while your Valks kind of take out the kind of core area here. So I assume what we're going to see, even though those minions is working on that lab, is that he's going to kind of just come straight up the gut here. Going to kind of come from maybe 4 o'clock or so. Does go ahead and lure out the clan castle. Unfortunately, he has 2 pieces of point defense on his queen, so that's always trouble when you have to deal with a lava hound. Drops a poison there. That's going to take care of the balloon primarily and soften up that lava hound a little bit. Does drop the rage spell because, like I said, that queen's got a cannon and an expo on her, and she now has to work through the entire lava hound. Pop goes the Hound. Poison Spell doing some work on those Hounds a little bit. So ultimately, good value there with that rage spell. In come the Valks over around 4 o'clock. Down goes the BK, and we've seen this 3 times now in a row. It's as simple as this. You just got to create a path for those Valks to the point where you know where they're going. Keeps them rage kind of all the way through. It would be interesting to kind of get Tread Easy's thoughts on when do you bring a freeze and when do you not. I think because these were lower level Inferno Towers, he did not feel the need to bring a freeze. Drops a heal spell late. Not late, I just meant on the back end of the raid. I think it was a good heal spell. Probably could have been placed a little bit more top right, where those Valks ended up kind of pathing over to. There was kind of a big section there where that didn't kind of come under heal of the Valks. King's doing some work over here on the army camp, and everything's going to kind of converge. It looks like that Expo is going to be the last thing that goes down in this raid, and there's definitely a lot of stuff that's going to have to happen. But does have his King's ability. I think this is the point where you'd save your King's ability because you know that King's going to end up rerouting, and indeed Tread Easy does save it, and I assume we're going to see it pop right around here as he tries to get through this this lava wall to get to this Expo here. Boom, there it goes, and that's going to easily break through that Lego wall and get in and nab that Expo. Unfortunately, bomb goes off, but no big deal. Still nabs the Town Hall 10 triple. So good job, Tread Easy with that 6-star war. All right, let's scroll down and watch Graveland, former member. Wish you the absolute best if you're still watching these videos, but want to give you, obviously, a little bit of respect for everything that you were able to do in our clan, and this was your final Town Hall 9 triple as a part of the Goodfellas, and keeping with the theme of today, bringing some Valks in with those 20 Hogs. So let's go ahead and see that final Town Hall 9 triple. Before we wish you a very fond farewell. So it takes this base out pretty quick, 2 minutes and 10 seconds on the clock. Let's go ahead and see kind of how he powers through this base. No AQ walk portion, but it's going to start a funnel over here at 3, and down goes the Loon to go ahead and nab that cannon. Let's go ahead and see if that Loon actually does take out that cannon before the Archer Tower kind of snipes it down there. Indeed, easily gets off 2 bomb drops. Boom, down goes the cannon. Nice trade there, helps create a funnel. Down goes the Golem there, and the Archer Queen right in behind, so really nicely done. Has the Wizard over there at 12 o'clock. So far, a pretty masterful funnel being created by Graveland. Got a good pace going to the attack with that Archer Queen down nice and early. Down goes the BK in behind the Golem. That Golem is going to trip the CC right there, and so everything should be targeting the Golem. Poison Spell, I assume, is going to go down here on that CC. Valks are already in, taking out that enemy Barbarian King. Poison Spell does indeed go down. Archer Queen is helping out kind of around 2 o'clock, take out that enemy dragon. Pops his King's ability and throws his Valks under a heal spell. So that's going to absolutely melt through that enemy Queen here. Starts his Hogs down around 4 o'clock, and as you can see, just not a lot of things are going to be threatening those Hogs here. Have the aid of the Valkyries as well. Still 2 heal spells in the bag and has maybe 25% of the base to go. Trips this bomb here one at a time. I assume there's going to be a double there. He's actually going to just path pretty much all the way around it if there isn't even a double there. Yes, indeed. Hogs kind of going around the clockwise motion here. Even has a CC full of Hogs that I didn't realize he didn't even use yet. Probably could have easily won this raid without it. Completely overpowered final attack here by Graveland. He's got Wizards kind of down here already working on cleanup. He still has a Wizard in his hand. Just an absolutely overpowered attack. Not even close. Has even a swag spell. I don't believe he's going to drop it. I don't think he was ever the swag spell type. Indeed is indeed going to hold it. And that will be the final attack by Graveland. And that seems like a perfect place to end this video. So thank you, Graveland, for all that you did for the clan in the probably like 8 or 9 months or so that you were here. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video watching these Town Hall 10 triples. Hopefully it inspires some of you that have 30/30 heroes to go ahead and get ready to make the jump. But for now, that's going to be all for this video. I'll catch you guys next time.